All right, guys, we're back again. The Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast, episode 32.
Yes.
I am your host, James Gill. It's my co-host, Joe Hill.
That's me. Hey, how you doing?
Our special guest tonight, guys, he is back for the round two, a second episode.
I still think he's our first guest come back twice.
Well, he may be.
That's awesome.
I agree with you. I might agree with you. Guys, welcome, Nicholas Gunn.
Hey.
Yes. Oh, the wrong button. Yes, sorry.
Hey, I don't hear you in my ears.
Oh, you know? How about that?
I don't hear you in my ears.
Can you hear that?
There you go.
All right.
That sounds better.
Good. All right. Nick, how you been, man?
Been good.
Good.
How you guys been?
Pretty good. Been following you on social media. You've been a busy man.
Oh yeah.
What's going on with you?
School right now. Well, I'm in one summer class right now.
Yeah.
But still studying at Andrews and working and having fun at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of great things that are happening. And it's just fun to be a part of everything as much as I can.
Are you still a busy little bee though? I mean, he says he's following you on social media. So what are things that you are doing that makes you busy?
So writing, so I write for a few places. I also write just for fun. So sometimes I've been getting into writing poems. So sometimes I'll be like at the beach or something, and I'll just like snap pictures of what's happening and everything at the beach, and just random pictures that I'll sometimes just randomly post, like a collage of a lot of different photos. My YouTube channel, I do a few things still with Nick Eats.
That's awesome.
That's for all the local restaurants.
Local restaurants.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, local eateries. So that's nickeats.org. And something that gave us a lot of. We did a pretty big thing a few months ago. I think it was a month or two ago. We sat down with local leaders in the community. And just had a good dinner at Houndstooth. So that was with Sheriff Chuck Height, Mayor St. Joseph, Burke Thomas, Mamie Yarbrough, Benton Harbor Commissioner, Rayante Bell, St. Joseph Commissioner, Don Aulett, editor of the Herald Palladium, and hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I know I'm missing somebody. Me and I think there was someone else, but I am probably forgetting them, so sorry.
So how'd you like Houndstooth though?
Oh, it's good. It's always
shout out
good.
to James.
Shout out to Jimmy and Shiloh that runs that place. They run a well-oiled a machine.
Mm-hmm.
That place
it's a good place.
Really nice.
Good. Yeah, really good.
I like the small plates. I do.
Yeah, I do too. And it's surprisingly filling.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So to go off with the whole thing you do with the other guy, what are a couple places around here that you would recommend if you did?
Definitely Houndstooth for sure. I love going there. I like I was talking to somebody the other day about I'm a member of the Benton Harbor Arts Association. Okay. I'm one of the board members. And we always say like Benton Harbor is really the best, has the best for food options. It's the best place for dinner. Yeah. It's the best place for lunch, and it's the best place, Ben's Pretzels, best place to just grab a snack.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Mason Jar, best place for breakfast and
A
brunch.
lot of good places.
Actually, Southwest Michigan, I think Benton Harbor is the best.
There's one that I don't know if you've been to yet.
Okay.
It's right over the bridge. Right across the street from where.
Yep.
Garfield? No.
Clifford's.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't think of the other.
I haven't done a video there. I love going there.
That place, I went there the first time. Dude, it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
They had this breakfast tacos. They use corn tacos.
Corn tortillas.
Yeah, whatever.
It's all right.
But it's all breakfast stuff.
Yeah.
So it's eggs, sausage, and cheese. You can do other stuff.
It was because they
phenomenal.
They don't always have breakfast. You have to their kitchen's not open all the time. Yep. So sometimes you go in and be like, it's like it might not be open, but
Great coffee.
It's always great when you catch them.
Yeah.
So
Dude, it was great food.
Yeah.
Then you can sit outside and overlook they have a little patio.
yeah.
I haven't been there yet. I need
It's
to go.
good. It's
Really?
good. Oh yeah, I
Okay.
loved it.
Yeah. So yeah, I tell people that Benton Harbor is one of the, best places, to grab a bite to eat.
It's getting better. I'll give you that. It's getting better.
They have a lot of open spaces down there that need to be filled.
Oh,
as far as buildings, I see them redoing a lot of the outside of the buildings, inside of the buildings.
I mean, you have the brick house. Brick house.
Yeah, that's another place.
What's next door? Bread bar.
Bread bar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you got that side.
Babes,
so bread bar.
Babes. Now Babes is booming up a little bit. They're getting their menu down. It's getting better.
Are they really getting back to?
Delivery, one of the best local. Pizza. So
Yeah.
I mean, best local, breweries, in the area. So
they are definitely Benton Harbor is getting
live music.
A lot better.
Live music there.
Yeah.
Open mics, bringing local talent to the area. You can have every first Sunday. There's an open mic at the Livery.
Yeah.
So if people didn't know and didn't see the first one or don't follow you, you are part of Benton Harbor's still or not still of the Spirit newspaper that they have.
Yeah. So I write with them. So I'm a writer. I'm able to write, what's happening in the community, and yeah.
I mean, it's amazing all the stuff you've done. I mean, James, when first time we had you on, we're like, oh, damn, this guy at 19 years old, this kid is doing a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff for the community. What is your most, I don't know, your favorite thing to do as far as when it comes to community? What do you like to do the most? What puts a smile on your face?
I like highlighting what other people are doing. So most of the time, a lot of time, people see
like that. I like that answer.
Yeah, people see me just out taking pictures, and sometimes they think, like he's just working or something. Like most of the time, I'm not working. I'm probably not getting paid for what I'm taking pictures of. Like I'm not getting paid all the like. I would have a lot of money if I was getting paid, but no, I'm like a lot of times I'm not even getting paid. But I like to just see what other people are doing. And, if that's somebody putting on a great event, that's just showing love and making the community just a better place all around. I mean, I just love to take pictures of that, highlight, and just, if that's just me probably posting a story of it, a story on my Facebook or my Instagram or something. I mean, I just love to do that. So I just love, that's one of my favorite things to do. If I could just spend time looking at what other amazing things people are doing and just writing something short about it, or, just telling other people like, hey, this person is doing something great, you should check them out, then I would love, that's what I love to do. So
that is cool.
Yeah.
Now I know your dad. I mean, I grew up with your dad, Curtis. Shout out to your dad.
Yeah.
He's raised a very good human being here.
Thank you.
What do you get as far as your parents? What do you take from them and put it back into the community?
Yeah. Well, I feel like most parents tell their kids this. Just don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. I'm not bailing you out. That's something. Right. That's something my parents would tell me all the time. Like if you get in trouble, you got in trouble on yourself. Like we taught you right. So I think that's something big that I take. I mean, I always try to be good. I guess. I mean, it's simple. Yeah, keep it clean. And just be nice to other people. So treat other people with respect, and that's what I like. I try my best to do.
He's a good kid. I don't know how to do it. I didn't know how to do it back then.
I think we did. I think we knew how to do it. We just didn't apply ourselves as much as we should have.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
That's
I'll give you that.
My story. I'm sticking to it. I didn't apply myself as much as I possibly should have.
Yeah.
As a young man, I mean, doing stuff in the community, what do you what positive messages you send to the kids to get them to the point where you might want to be later on in life?
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes think that I'm not where I want to be, or I mean, with that being said, I don't think I'm like higher above anything. So like when people invite me to like speak or invite me to talk to someone, or I'm like why me? Kind of like, I mean, I'm not like, I personally, I'm not where I want to be. But I mean, I take it with, it's an honor to do that. But when I do, I just try and encourage young people to, just try and be nice to everybody you meet. I mean, it's simple, just treat others with respect, and, try and make a good impression on people, that make, people want to invite you back. So like you guys invited me back today.
That's a good answer. I like that. But in my eyes, why don't you think that you're good enough to show kids? You're making it sound like that. Yeah, you're not all about you and stuff like that, but who you are.
We call that humble pie.
I know, but my thing is, for him, he's done a lot in his life, yes, and he's
just starting.
He's just starting, yes. But my thing is, I don't think kids should look up to anybody in my eyes
as a role model. Dude, you'd be surprised. We need a lot of role models in
people do,
especially in the Black community. We need a lot of role models that steer kids in the right directions. Besides the basketball players and the rappers and the whole 9 yards, we need more positive role models that show kids.
I didn't go down that road.
This is the way to do it.
What
would you say, Dennis?
Especially in African.
Yeah.
So is it that case? Because I'm not that color.
No, let's say
I would look up to this kid.
Every kid.
If I was someone
needs a role model,
16 years old,
whether male or female,
know him,
whether male or female, just they need a positive outlook on things.
My thing when I was going with it was he should be happy that people want to talk about what you've done. It's not a humble thing in my eyes, and that aspect. It might sound like it, but I don't mean it to be like that. You should be honored and privileged. Yeah. Like you said, it's awesome. It's awesome that at your age you're doing all this. At 19 years old, any person in the world would not have all that already. Have not done all already. At 19, I was all about girls and cars and sports and everything else. I didn't think about how can I make myself more better for who I am,
or affect the community,
and how can I affect the community, and how can I make other kids follow the right road. I mean, that is awesome, and in my eyes, I think he's should be happier. He doesn't seem happy.
Actually, no, he seems humble. I mean, I don't want to say not happy. He's not finished yet. This is just my opinion.
Yeah, I give you that. I see where you're going with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
I agree.
You want to jump in on this?
I agree. I'll say I think I'm just not finished yet. Like,
sorry.
I think I'm not finished yet. Like,
so what else would you want to? Would you want to stay in the area, or start spreading your roots in other places, like maybe Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, or even out of the state after you graduate?
Yeah. Hopefully I graduate.
You will.
I hope so. But if that's in God's plan for me, I mean, I don't know. I like here. I like Southwest Michigan. I think it's a great place. It's a great place. So great people. So I don't know. I don't know yet.
Yep.
Do you have any plans for like just advanced plans, like for different towns in the area in this county? In this county, Barron County in general is I don't know. You have small pockets where Black communities thrive. There's probably none anyway. But my point is, what is your message to all these communities that don't have that person that speaks out for them or showcases their talents or anything like that? I
would probably say search for someone that does it. It probably is someone, but but just they probably don't know them. They gotta do some more talking, gotta get out there in their community more, and just see what makes their community flourish. I have a friend at Andrews, and she it was I forget what area she's from, but it's one of the most like thriving, the income is the highest income for African Americans. So like her dad's a lawyer, her neighborhood is a black neighborhood with other lawyers and business owners and everything. So when she talks about that, I mean it's capable of happening. It is. I mean, we our whole our community is capable of that. And I mean, every community is, I think. And by working together and just highlighting and showcasing what everybody can do is great. And we all have different talents, and we all can just grow.
So you do photography too as well?
Yeah.
Where did you pick that up from?
Yeah, so when I started my YouTube channel, one of my friends, he was pretty much he did all the photography for me. He took the videos and everything, and I was like, I gotta learn how to do this myself. Like, so I mean, and that's how we kind of like met, because he had the camera, he'd bring his camera and take pictures, and I'm like, man, like these pictures like look really good, and like I want to take pictures. So that's kind of how I got my start and wanting to take pictures, and I've been learning more and more every day. Every time I pick up a camera, I think I learned something new. So that's kind of how I got my start, just seeing my friend, and we'd go out different places, and then I end up getting the camera, and so we're out every day taking pictures, and so that's kind of how I got my.
So when you take pictures, you just take pictures of random stuff about what's going on in the community, and then you talk about it, or do you just just take random pictures and just post them up?
Yeah, so sometimes I do that. Sometimes like I'll go out somewhere random, and I'm probably with like a friend or something, and I just just take out the camera, just start snapping. Sometimes I get contracted to do a project, or sometimes I find a story that I feel interested in writing, and I take some pictures, write something up about the story. So yeah.
Do you ever use a drone, or old school ways where you go in the dark room and try different things? Or
none of that yet. But I plan on getting more into learning.
Because I know these people around here that take pictures of the lighthouse when it's sun setting,
right?
Then they post it on Facebook or something social media wise, and they just post it out, and then they sell it from there or stuff like that. I didn't know if you did stuff like that.
No, nothing like that. At least, I mean, I also have when I take pictures, I feel like I've said it a few times to people, but like I don't put like a watermark or anything on it. I feel like, I mean, if you were there with me, you saw it. Like, I mean, this is a free experience that that we all are just seeing together. So when I'm there, I just feel like, man, I'm gonna capture this moment so other people can see. Like I saw the beauty in this. Hopefully somebody else sees the beauty in it. So I think and I don't know. Some photographers probably don't like that kind of a thinking. Like sometimes people are like, how much do you charge for you to take some pictures, or how much would this photo like cost? I'm like, I don't know. Like, do you have a budget? Like, like what would you want to pay me? Like, so yeah.
I like that.
Now, as far as Nick Eats, where'd you get the concept from that?
So that started, it was during COVID, and I was watching a lot of YouTube, like a lot of other kids at the time, just up watching YouTube. I had just recently got my license. So, and I mean, we're bored. I'm on Xbox with a lot of my friends, and, we're in the Xbox, we're in the party chats, and we're just talking like, man, like, what are we going to do? Like, what are you going to do? I'm like, hey, let's go grab some pizza. And, we end up grabbing some pizza. After we grab pizza, we go to the beach, and we took tons of photos that day. And like that's kind of like my profile picture on YouTube still. Like, is that like from that day when we took a bunch of pizzas and we ate all these pizzas and just took a whole bunch of photos, so I still use those photos from that shoot. And so yeah, that's kind of started Nick Eats. And I was pretty much after that day, I was like, hey, we should go and like start recording these videos. And then we end up going out, Mishawaka, to a few places, South Bend, and just testing out a few places, and then pretty much just reviewing them, and then it just grew from there.
So when you do these eat things, do you blog right there, or do you got to ask permission from the company or the restaurant you're going to?
So recently, I have been asking, or sometimes I'll get invited by a establishment, or Kay, you want to come out here and do a video? I mean, I get asked more.
Really?
And I haven't I don't really promote it as probably much as I used to or should be. But like with my so I'm a announcer on radio for WAUS.
Where's
that's
that at?
That's in Berrien Springs. It's a classical radio station.
Nice.
90.7 FM. And they kind of want me to go out now and try and bring in the audience with that portion of going into restaurants and testing, giving reviews and talking to the owners about how do you guys get your start, talk a little bit about your business and why do you think why should people come to your establishment. So we're working on that, and we're just brainstorming a few things, and
it's a good concept. I do that
making on radio, so like that's different. So like for food review on radio.
Yeah. How'd you come across that job? And how did that fall in your lap?
I mean, I was a student. So I'm a student at Andrews, and that's a radio station on campus, and it's so 90.7 FM. It's like it's pretty. I think it's a pretty big following, classical wise. It's called Michiana's Classical Connection, and yeah, it's a pretty big deal. But so I had I went so I heard that there was a radio station on campus, and I never heard I heard about it, but I didn't know where it was at. Like, and a lot of students really don't even know where it's at. Like, it's like hidden. Like, if you don't know where it's at, you probably won't find out where it's at. So I was asking around about it, and then there was an event in the Howard Performing Arts Center. So that's a building on campus where a lot of performances and stuff happen. And I think I saw a sign or something that said, or no, I think I was talking to someone of one of the university administrators, and I was talking to him about like, hey, I do radio and stuff, and I've been on a few shows, and I had a show at that time, and I was telling him about that, and he's like, man, you should get on the radio show here on campus. You should get a job with them. Like, I'm sure they'll hire you. And I'm like, there's a radio station on campus, like, and he's like, yeah, follow me, and we like. He literally pointed at it. He was like, "Yeah, come here." And I left my car. I gave him my card, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him." So then the next day, I went into the radio station, gave them my card, and I had a friend, and we end up filling out like applications, and I end up getting hired there. I get there, so yeah.
So you got Benton Harbor Spirit.
Oh, he's got a lineup.
He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a podcast.
Yeah.
And now a radio show. So that's four things right now. All right, let's keep adding. Let's keep adding these up. I'm gonna try to find out where his free time's at. Besides sleeping. I'm gonna try to find his free time.
Yeah.
What's your next question?
Well, actually, I go with the food thing. Actually, the food thing, and you're in college. What are you going to college for? I don't think people know that, because now they're hearing about all the stuff I just named. Yeah. What are you going to college for?
Yeah. So my major is elementary education.
So you're primary teacher.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the degree. So I don't know if I'll be going to be a teacher or not, but that's the degree.
That's what you're going for.
Yeah. That's
what you want. Yeah, that's what your goal is right now. But
yeah. So yeah.
Okay. So
that's basically you want to pretty much teach children at a young age. I mean, that's most proper time to teach a child, because their brain's like sponges.
Yeah, I still remember my elementary kid. my elementary teachers more than anybody else. They're the ones I love the most.
I can't remember my elementary teacher saved my life.
Because you're old.
Oh, dang. Wait a minute.
Dude, he's the youngest one. He's the youngest one in here.
We all could be his dad.
But I do. I respect anybody that wants to go in elementary school and teach. Because like he was saying, it is they're molding the minds and making the kids who they are.
Yeah.
I give you that. I do. I give you respect if you stick with it.
Moody on the Market. What's that all about?
Yeah. So I write. I'm a contributor there. So I just I write some articles when I have some time, and I send it in, and they put it out there.
And how do you make time for all this stuff?
I feel like the things that I cover are usually fun or like something that is worth like highlighting or mentioning. So I mean, if I'm covering an event, 9 times out of 10 I just think like, wow, like I'm impressed. So I'm like, okay, I feel like other people are going to be impressed by this, so let me write something and take some pictures and send it, and hopefully it gets published. And
quick question, what are your what do you write? What are they mostly about? Just like things around the area?
So things around the area, a business opening, someone, accomplishing something, an event, just, some things like that. I mean, it's mostly just highlighting things. I could pull up some of the projects that I've been writing, but yeah.
So go with the Moody on the Market. I'm kind of curious because I really don't know this answer now. That's in the Mailmax, right? Or is it on his own?
Yeah,
Moody on the Market page.
Yeah, that's it's a page and it's a website.
So it is a website.
Yeah.
So I thought it was just when I read it, it's always in the Mailmax.
Yeah.
So
Pat Moody.
Pat. Shout out to Pat.
Yeah.
Love you, Pat.
I think he's been doing that for like a long time.
He's been there for a while. Yeah. Ever since he's been on the radio and all that.
Yeah.
But how'd you get involved with that?
So I got a message one day on LinkedIn and they asked me if I'd be interested, and
so they found you.
Yeah.
They came out and they looked for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I've been a contributor. So.
Another notch on this belt.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's fine.
The only one.
What else you got over there? Are you stalking them right now?
Yeah, actually I am.
Are you Facebook stalking them right now?
Yeah, pretty much, man. He's got this whole.
Yeah.
What else you got over there? These people don't know who he is. And
is the office communicator with Andrews University? How's that working for you?
Good. Office of Communications. I'm a writer there. So that's usually like things that are things that are associated with the university.
Yeah.
So right now, I like to pretty much just find how the university is within the community, like especially with it being the summertime. I get a lot of stories assigned to me, but also they give me, which I like. They give me leeway to, what do you find interesting? And Nick, you can suggest some stories. So I've been able to. So I'm working on a story right now, actually. That a camp, it's called Outside the Lines, and that's with a nonprofit organization called the Ben Harbor Community Development Corporation. So it's Outside the Lines, and it's a camp for kids. And we have a professor that is doing a camp, there, helping with the camp. Professor Moreno, and it's an architecture camp. So teaching architecture to some students, Ben Harbor 49022 students, and they're learning architectural principles, and it's great. So I'm like, this story needs to be told. That it's this guy, people pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to listen to this guy, and he's here for free. These kids are getting a free lesson. I'm like, this story needs to be told. So Yeah, with that, I really like to see how the university is impacting the local community, and just spread the word about the university. And there's a lot of people that don't really know what Andrews University is. I know when I tell people now even that I go there, they still some like
people still look at it and say, where's that at?
Yeah.
What college is that at?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know what that college is. I like the college because they do a lot of stuff, and they are out there helping people.
Yeah.
I mean, I go there when they had it. I haven't been there lately.
Food fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That food fair is awesome.
You know the graduation rate as far as
I don't know the graduation rate exactly. No.
Yeah, that food fair is awesome, dude. You ever been to the food fair?
No, I haven't.
Dude, you need to go to the food fair.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Dude, you gotta. It's great food.
On the political landscape, we have two candidates: Donald Trump,
God,
and Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. Give me their weak points in your view. Two of their weak points.
I vote for Nick.
Two of their weak points. I don't know. I mean, they could.
Just
two weak points.
Just from you seeing what they
are you stuck on the two, or how about just give one weak point?
One of each.
One
for each.
Yeah, just one
for
each.
each.
Okay.
I should have made that more clear.
Well, so former President Trump, he could be nicer. He could be a nicer guy. Yeah. Then Harris, she's been doing pretty good, I think, with the uproar of support that she's been getting recently. I think she could. Something that she could do,
just from a younger point of view. Young person's point of view.
Or how about this? I'll go with I'll add that to your question.
No,
I might
not too much right now. Yeah. Still trying to think a little
on how someone could want to go vote, and this is a negative thing because we want younger people to vote. Yeah. So, what is a negative thing that you wouldn't want to vote for these two people at your age? Is that kind of what you're going for?
Somewhat.
Yeah, I would say a little bit like that. Where
it was more like along lines of like, hey, you see these guys and they're polarized every day, and put it in the mainstream media, and you see it all the time. Yeah. These two going to go at it. What negatives
you don't like?
Things that you don't like about each person. Like
one thing you don't like about each person.
I think now, I was scrolling through TikTok before I got here, and I'm not on TikTok as much, but I was just looking at like almost everything I was seeing was either like them like just hitting each other, like talking bad about each other. It's like campaign and what they're doing, and it's just a lot of just
going back and forth.
Yeah, a lot of going back and forth and that kind of thing. So I think it's a part of.
So you pretty much just staying out of
it.
Yeah. Smart choices. Yeah. I'm out of this.
Yeah. See, he's smart already. Yeah, he stays out of it.
I think it's important that everybody gets involved as far as the presidential race is going. The less you get involved, the less less people vote, the less of a difference it's going to make.
Here's a good question to ask him since he's younger than all of us. Do you think it's people at your age don't want to vote or that don't care what's going on in the world?
Or in this country,
I think it's
or in this country, I mean, is it harder? Because when I was your age, I really didn't vote when I was 19, 18.
Nor did I. I mean, I didn't.
I really didn't care. 30s. But now they want younger generation to vote.
Right.
So, would you still vote?
Yeah, I vote.
You don't have to tell us your
you don't have to tell us,
affiliation
at
all.
Yeah. I meant people your age still. If they're part of the community or not, they really don't go out there and say, "Hey, I'm going to go vote today."
They more or less has to be because their parents vote, or the community gets you involved, or schools, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, a lot of our youth don't get out and do it on their own.
Mhm.
They have to be motivated.
Yeah, more motivated, and yeah. So you have to be more motivated to vote. And yeah, I mean, I think people do care. I think the young people do care about what's happening around them, surrounding, especially on college campuses and different things. I'm on the Collegiate Advisory Task Force for the state of Michigan. So that's an appointed board that is you're appointed by the Secretary of State and her cabinet. So there's like in a process, I believe like over 300 people applied, 300 Michigan collegiate students applied to that, and I was one of the students that was selected to be on that. So it's about 20 or 30 or so people that are on that task force, and so yeah, I'm on there, and I think with being a college student, it's kind of hard to vote, for a reason of you might be in a different area or a different place, and you're spending a lot of your time here, so you're not familiar with the laws or the how can I vote, and is your college campus providing a way for you to vote, or you say, do you not have transportation to vote? Is there a bus that can take you to vote? Is there a polling place on your campus? So I feel like with college students, there sometimes there's not enough education around voting, and the numbers. I was looking at some of the numbers last year. I don't have them off the top of my head, but the voting numbers are terrible in Berrien Springs.
Yeah.
And I was looking at exactly in the precinct where the student population is at, and I think it was like only 75. I think only 75 people voted. I'll have to double check, but on that precinct. But I believe when I checked and I got the numbers from the clerk, I think it was about 75 people voted.
That's staggering.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have to ask this question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
What happened last year with the art fair and all that?
Mhm.
How'd that go this year? I have to bring it. I'm the person that is going to bring it up because that was one reason we heard about you and everything else. What was going on?
Yeah.
With the art fair this year, did you get better respect and everything else, or did they just like brush it off and say, "Oh, that just happened"?
Yeah, I didn't go to the art fair this year, so
there you go. There's the answer right there.
Yeah, I big fail on that one.
So
I was curious. I was curious. Is there a reason why you didn't go to the art fair? What was that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just pushed the button. I totally.
I'm thinking,
way off key.
What the hell was that? Sorry. Sorry to suck your answer.
Crickets. Okay. I was
yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, I got the crickets on that one.
That was the wrong one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Did you avoid the art fair because of it, or
I think I might have been busy.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just because what happened and all that.
I think I would have probably went, but
see, I would have gone. And said, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah,
I'm happy. I'm proud.
I think so. A part of the reason I don't like a lot of attention on me.
I know. I noticed you don't. I noticed you don't like. I noticed you don't like attention on anything you do.
Yeah,
we're up to 6 things right now.
Yeah,
I'm still haven't found any free time.
Yeah,
I haven't found any free time.
Yeah,
6 things.
Yeah, so I'll say a main reason. I mean, I did think about I wanted to because like one of my favorite local bands were performing, and I was like, Sankofa.
Yeah. Sankofa's awesome. Hey, that's Beth's band.
Beth, yeah.
You know Beth.
Beth Ann.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That actually, I went that.
I really wanted to go, and I was like, I just don't want.
That was Friday
attention.
night.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want the attention.
That was an awesome band.
Oh, they're perfect.
Oh, dude, it would.
What band was this?
Sankofa.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, you know the band.
Do I really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I trust you guys.
They're the best.
I'll show you. I'll show you when you get off this.
I trust you guys.
But yeah, I mean, they were getting down.
Yeah, I saw
Rhythm
live.
and
I saw it on live, so I was.
That's
happy.
right. They were posting it live. That's right.
It was great.
It was. I almost got on the dance floor, but I don't like dancing on grass because they did it right there in the little
plaza.
the little plaza of the art fair,
Mhm.
and they were jamming it out. They played till at least 10, 9:30, 10, something like that. Yeah, I would.
Black party. Yeah,
it was nice. You like it? You've seen them?
Sure, I've seen them.
Yes.
You can bet on that.
Yes.
That's as long as you.
I can bet on it.
I agree. I mean, I've seen them.
But
go ahead.
Well, I was going with the art fair. Yeah, because that was the main thing. I would say I would have just showed up.
Yeah.
I didn't. Still taking pictures, still doing it, standing my ground.
Well,
yeah. But he's the type of kid that he's not like us, where we get pissed off at last year. We still show up the next year and say, "Hey, I'm still here." He doesn't want the attention on him.
Try to prove a point.
Yeah, try to prove a point.
that's no.
Oh, you looked him up.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Yeah, you're right. I have. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right here. I'm right.
You're all right. I have.
I know. Thanks.
Wait a minute. I know this little lady right here.
Yes.
No, not Beth. I'm talking about the lady on the bongos.
Oh, Chef Audrey.
Yeah.
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 She gives me a hard time all the time. She said I didn't wait on her properly, but I did. I think I redeemed myself with her because we had a misunderstanding.
The whole band is awesome. I don't care.
Yeah.
She's a good lady.
Yeah, they're great.
Actually, we were thinking about bringing her on.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Beth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You told me about that.
We're thinking about
Really
That'd be a great show.
Yeah.
Beth, if you're listening, come on.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you have lined up for the rest of the year?
For the rest of the year, so I start school back on the 26th, I believe. Yeah, so I gotta get my books probably this week.
Yeah.
So
still a student.
Yeah, still.
How many more years you got?
So at least two. So I'm entering my junior year. So at least two. So
you thought about ever switching it to like
political science?
It actually was political science. I went into my schooling with it was political science.
Yeah.
That was my
told you.
But I did not. I'm just not a fan of my school's department.
Yes. Gotcha.
I think you have the heart for it. I don't think you don't like the being center of attention.
Mm-hmm.
You like to be the guy on the outside behind the closed doors, showing the artwork, showing everything else, and saying this is mine, but I'm happy it's here.
Yeah.
And I don't want because you said you don't put your name on your photographs at all. So that is a true man right there.
Yeah.
I like that.
This is a question that just popped in my head. If you were running for president, 3 things, what would you change?
3 things I would change.
Yeah, what would be better yet? Let's rewind that.
Yeah.
If you ran for president, 3 policies that you stand 10 toes on.
Okay. Universal health care. I think that's something that we should have.
Yeah. A lot of there's a few countries that have it that we should be one of those countries that have it.
And the other ones, I don't know.
What do you see?
Education.
Okay.
I believe that
every change.
I think it's already so free. I don't think everyone has free preschool.
What about
and
kindergarten? Free college tuition.
Mm-hmm.
How would that work?
I'm not fully on the free college,
because one of the biggest deficits that we have in our country is like.
But the 2 years, I think the community college definitely should be free. Schools
deep
that
on that one though.
Fair enough. I like that.
Yeah, I think all community college.
I like that one. I like that one.
That'd be a lot.
Because I think Lake Michigan College is
first 2 years.
Yeah.
At least the first year. At least the first 2 years. The first year, the community college, the kids can get their basics out of the way and then go to a major college if they want.
That's after 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah, you get your associates.
But my question is to get off of him. What would you? I want to hear your answer. Your first three your policies that if you're
I would
president,
definitely do like you said, free healthcare.
Yeah,
you can take
that's a necessity. Everyone should have access to free healthcare. My next one, wow.
Yeah. How you like that question on
wow.
there?
Yeah,
how you like that question there, tough
mind,
guy? You're asking how old are you? 19?
I'm 29.
You're 29? Say, you're asking a 20-year-old to do this.
I would actually do, like first two many years of college.
Okay, you're stealing his.
No, I have to piggyback off that one. That's a really good one. I mean,
well, so I would before college, I would do the preschool.
Preschool?
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Oh, free daycare or
free I would do free daycare.
Free daycare and preschool. Yeah.
So a combination.
So what's your third? You didn't say your third.
My third one?
Yeah, you didn't say your third. How you like it? All right.
I would stop lifetime politicians from being in office for most of their life. 8 years, just like the president does.
See, I think that's a good one.
The
ones you guys said, I think that one makes more sense to me.
What about you? Give us three off the top of your head. Come on. You can't.
I'm never gonna run, so it's all right.
No, don't try to back out, you coward. You can't throw that around and not answer.
Yes, I can.
Oh,
yes, I can. I'm never gonna run, so kiss my ass.
Those would be my my policies.
I would never want to run because I don't think the president ever runs anything. Honestly,
no, you're right about that. I mean,
so
lobbyists.
I'm just a puppet. I don't want to be a puppet.
You don't want to be a puppet.
I think the president, all he is a showpiece.
Mouthpiece.
No, that too. Yeah, showpiece.
Fair
mouthpiece.
enough.
Yeah, I don't want to be that.
But that's what I would change.
Yeah,
If
I give you that. I give you those.
Chance to change.
I like that third one just because of that. I don't think anybody should run longer than 8 years.
Yeah, because
anything.
Lifetime politicians that sit in office
I
and
give that.
run the same thing back to back.
So I just like he said, I just thought it was the top of my head. Do you know how many people that go to Andrews are all over the world? How many different?
Yeah, there's
many different.
I don't know the exact number, but it's a lot. So it actually ranked
very diverse college.
Yeah, I think it's ranked number 1 in diversity in the United States. Yeah, number 1.
And people don't know about it. Yeah, that's the thing that's
shocks me. If they're looking for a diverse college, but they're going to look that up, and it's going to probably pop.
What are they known for besides being diverse? I mean, what is their like? You got Notre Dame for law. You got Michigan for something. You got everybody's known for something. What is their main thing that
I think
people draw to them?
Being an Adventist university. So I think being a Seventh Day.
Yeah,
I think that's their thing. I think they're like. I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't really know much about Andrew. I mean. So I'm there because of a full tuition scholarship that they gave me.
There you
go.
That's still impressive.
Oh yeah.
That you don't get that out.
No. So that I've kind of started my learning there, and but yeah, the architecture. They have a I think it's a good architecture program. A lot of people, at least what people tell me, that they say it's a good.
So when you're done with your 4 years, do you plan to do more? Education.
I mean, I tell people all the time I would like a doctorate degree, to get my doctorate. So
how long is that?
It depends on.
Depends on the doctorate, or it depends on
it depends on the person, and it's a lot.
6 years.
I mean,
5 years.
I think I've seen people in 2 years get it.
Yeah.
Our sound guy says 6.
Well, it depends on what you're going into.
Yeah. Well, it depends, and the research you're getting into, and how much research you're.
I couldn't do it.
What dissertation that you got to write? How much? I think it all depends on the program. I think.
Do you want to go for that?
Yeah.
Good for you. Look at that. That's number 7 on the. That's number 7 out of no free time.
Yeah,
cut from a different claw.
It depends.
I know.
No, I think it
definitely cut from a different claw.
It depends.
I come from a rag. I come from a rag that he just wiped his sweat on.
Make Joe out of this one.
This is Joe.
Dude, it's refreshing to hear your insight on life, especially at a young age. Yeah. Dude, I respect that to the fullest. I'll tell you that much. Is there anything you want to say to them? You're gonna be we got like 9 minutes left.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to the younger kids that want to? I don't know. I said this already.
Yeah.
But that would inspire them to follow a path that you followed. I mean, being deep in church, whether it's school, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I would say find something positive, to put your time to. That just find something positive to put your mind to, put your time to, and just see how it goes from there. just try different things. Don't feel like don't feel like you can't do a lot of things. So I mean, I there's a lot of things that with this camp that I'm at, some kids will be like, man, I don't want to do this. Like, we're drawing, blueprints, and like when I hear that, I'm like, man, like somebody like wants to pay $100,000 to go.
I would want to do that shit right now. All the stuff I've known.
Curse twice.
I know. I said I wasn't gonna do it too. I said I wasn't gonna do it too. But I lost. But all the stuff that you just said about that camp, I would love to do it. I mean, because what I know now, if I could go back then and going back to
your 20-year-old self?
No, I'll say 19, because that's when I was 17, 18, when he said he was there teaching him in high school. Yeah. I would love to know about that more now, because that's actually a decent job.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And knowing how to do that, I mean,
even
that's a good trade.
Yeah. So the
kids
camp
now need something like this. What you're talking about.
This camp is actually it's called Outside the Lines. I mentioned that, and they're actually building a structure right now, and I think I shared it on my page today. So here's some of the pictures. This is them on the construction. They're on the site.
Yeah.
Building, and this is Broadway in Benton Harbor. There's a garden. They're cutting stuff. Yeah. They're pouring concrete.
They don't teach that anymore.
Yeah.
Now that is awesome to learn.
They're looking at blueprints that they helped draw up.
How many kids are in that?
It's about think about over 30 students that signed up.
That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's cool.
So
get the kids off the streets, out of trouble. Keep them to their minds focused.
Yeah. So when the contract, he was telling me like, you need to learn how to do concrete. Like, he was telling me how much money he makes off of doing concrete. He was like, you can make over 50,000 in a week. Like, if you got to doing, like, he said you can get 60,000 and over 60,000 in a month. Like, he said, learn how to do concrete. And I was like, okay, like, that's you want to teach me, maybe?
That's a trade that's irreplaceable. And I tell you what,
it's hard on your back, though.
Well, it's hard on your back, but you need people that know how to pour concrete.
Our sound guy knows how to. Our sound guy knows how to.
All right, then. You might want to get a cameo shot on that camera back there.
Yeah, he does construction every day, so he knows about it.
That's a trait that you want to learn.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I did.
Yeah,
for me coming to you, I might pick on you about your non-free time, but I do respect what you're going through and everything that you've done up to now. I love it. I respect it. I wish myself was back then was more like you, but it's impressive for how old you are at 20 years old and everything that you're accomplished and then did. I respect it, and I hope other kids out there will follow the way you are.
Thank you.
I do.
All right, guys. We are closing out on the second part of our 2-part episode. But whoa.
But I wanted to stop. I want him to give him shout out to your podcast and everything else that you do. Just shout out right now. Go ahead.
So
respect yourself.
Yeah, you can keep up with me on Instagram or Facebook. My Instagram is _King_Gun_. You keep up with Nick Eats at nickeats.org. That's my website, nickeats.org, and also on YouTube, Nick Eats. So yeah.
See, I forgot about that. I didn't follow it the first time. Now I'm going to follow it because I want to know about it.
He's very active.
Yes,
man. He's very active.
I'm going to
in the community around. Everywhere. He's all over the place.
Now
you should see his TikTok videos.
Yeah,
now
especially the ones he dances in.
I want to hear your final thought about this podcast. This
podcast,
be a good one.
All right. Don't interrupt. Don't jump in, Joe.
I never do.
This is once again, I take my hat off to you. You are inspiration, and you should take pride in that because you do a lot for the community, do a lot for the kids, you do a lot for people that didn't do it. It gives them hope. It gives them something to put the hat on. Keep on doing what you're doing, man. I praise you. I praise you. I'll follow you to my dying day. You're an inspiration. You're God sent. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Thank you.
I appreciate you the most.
Yeah.
Once again, guys.
Let's say it better.
Thank you, Joe Hill. Thank you, Dennis, doing the sound, and thank you to our guest, Nicholas Gunn, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come back again.
Yes, please do. We'll do a follow-up again.
I vote for it.
But once again, guys, please follow. Please.
For more awesome content,
right here.
Like and subscribe now.
We appreciate you guys following us now. For all the people that give me mad love, I thank you so much. Joe, once again, thanks for helping, man. I appreciate you.
I'm always here for you, brother.
I know you are. And once again, Nicholas Gunn. Dennis, let's get ready to end this bad boy.
Shout out to Dennis.
All right, man.
Yeah,
All right, guys, we are done. This is the Third Eye Truth Theorem Podcast, episode 32. We're moving on up, trying to hit the 50.
We'll make it.
We'll make it. All right, guys, we're out of here.
We're gonna take on the world. We're gonna take on the world.